16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
So they're digging in Africa. Nothing new there, although it does give me a good idea of the time period. Oh, it's a statue. I'm not going to make that reference, though, because it's controversial now, apparently. Catalogs. Did it get slightly darker? Aha. There's nothing here. Oop, wait. Wilhelm's contract. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, to recommend my services at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Wilhelm, House of Gerich. Alright. Don't know what that's about. The fuck is that noise?
"17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground.
I hope they wore
Men were
respirators.
superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Oh, stuck in a tight place for a while. Yeah, that'll give you nightmares. You know, I saw something over this way, so I think I'll go there first. Well, this place is big. I don't like it. Oh. Oh. That's the study. Just... I didn't do that. Old tomes. Ooh. I'm not playing that piano, am I? I'm pretty sure I'm not playing that. Oh, what's my sanity at? Yep, that's why things are living low. It's locked. Hello? There's blood there. Coming from up there. Hello? Map. Maps. Map. Tinderbox.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
So they knew about whatever the shadow creature is. I just heard a piano. Yeah, shit. Stuck in here. Let's see. Must find a new way out of this area. The door leading to the local history room is locked. Is there another entrance? Evidence in the laboratory has revealed that combining 4 chemicals can create a powerful acid. Chemical ingredients have been moved from the laboratory to the wine cellar. And then, okay, yeah, that's basically notes on what I have to do. Tinder? Nope, a book. Tinder? Yes. Ooh. Oh, I'm passing out.
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Get me out of this place.
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry.
No geometry is
The next thing
impossible.
I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Alright, Daniel, regain your sanity. Stop making things all blurry and shit. I need to find a hammer. Hammer. Well, maybe a book. Yeah, that didn't work. Oop. Spiderwebs. Wait. Metal head? Will this helmet work? That didn't work. So I broke it by hand. Fragile, but not breakable by hand. I broke it with my hands.
When you activate the first one, you hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Ah, yes, this. Gotta open the secret door. Gotta tap it a few times. Oh, alright, it's not gonna read it. Altstadt and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains, dressed with scattered lakes, is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twist on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. This story reaches all the way back... The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years. 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? There's just two more. A Visit Undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, a well-known erudite, visited Altstadt start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice. He is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet, the woods, and what happened to him? The Immortal Baron. Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby, Altstadt. And like most of those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. Family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has led the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of this country. Some interesting folklore. Must find secret books. Yeah, that was easy. Regarding closing of the wine cellar, Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. Wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave, or they will starve. Whatever comes first. They can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. Ooh. We beat the monster for the first time. Yay. Why can't it be a leisurely stroll with a bunch of meaningless jump scares? Oh wait, that'd be boring. Cool. I don't hear him. Okay. Don't get to meet him yet. Fuck me. I was wrong. We meet the monster at last. In all of his face-dangling glory. Okay. Ow. Alright, the flesh hurts. It actually all is good. Let's go to the wine cellar. What is this key to anyway? Is it to the wine cellar? Did I need a key to the wine cellar this whole time? Aha, I did.